Hello everyone, Rob Pilger. I'm going to give you a quick tour of our gym. It's our signage out front of our building. This is our strength room. Talk to you about the training tools we have in here, who's influenced me to use them. So it makes this gym unique. We combine 21st century sports science with old school boxing skill. This is a Westside Power Rack, the Westside system. I like using that. We modify it greatly though. We don't try to train power lifters here. We're not trying to be power lifters. We're not trying to break one arm records every week. But I like their system as far as eliminating weaknesses, developing max strength, dynamic endurance, explosive power. I like the conjugate system, training for max strength and speed in the same microcycle. To me, it's efficient. You got a pro fighter or got a quick tournament coming up, you want to peak, we develop all those strength qualities in the same time. I like it. I do use linear periodization too, depending on the person. If a beginner, you use linear periodization. They can't get any stronger, and if they can't move or stabilize their own body weight, use different body weight exercises. We all have these different training tools in here, and I'll explain why we use them. Sandbag, it's great for offset loading. We use that for strength. We use it for conditioning exercise. Different circuits. We may use that as a max effort exercise too, with a weight vest. So you don't always have to lift barbell weights to get strong. You use different training tools. We like to do that. Weight plates here, different dumbbells, weight vest, chains. I like using chains. The combination resistance. There's for foot agility, we like using the ladders on occasion. The bands, you gotta assess the strength levels of the student. My open fighters that have been strength training with me for over a couple of years can use these. They use the mini bands, but you gotta be very careful. These elicit a lot of kinetic energy across the body and joints, so you gotta be very strong. They're pretty strong to use these. You gotta have a nice max strength base to use these because it will shoot you down. But they're very good to use if the person qualifies to use them. Great for combating resistance and developing speed, centric strength. Indian clubs, great for injury prevention, conditioning of the shoulder, mobility. Trap bar deadlift, you like using this for deadlift movements. So look at the, guy that I learned a lot from in his RTS courses. People don't talk enough about is Tom Purvis. Taught me how to use micro progressions, how to qualify a person for an exercise, the risk versus ratio of the exercise. So we have all these training tools in the gym, and some of my students may see one of my fighters using exercises. Why can't I use that? Well, they don't qualify for that. You gotta know how to qualify a student and a fighter for an exercise, which some fighters make the mistake. Some of these trainers that haven't interned enough with coaches is they don't know how to use these tools. So you gotta look at the person's preparedness level. These aren't toys. These are tools used in appropriate times. Battling rope, different conditioning drills you use this with. Plyo ladders, again the reverse hyper, great for developing posterior chain strength. The hurdles are great for explosive speed. Kettlebells, we know what those are for. Good training tool. We can use those for max effort lift. Just depends. Foam roller's great. I can't believe how many boxing gyms don't have these. Paul Chek told me how to use it for thoracic mobility. It can be used as mobility exercise. Mike Bo showed me how to use this to take care of your tissue quality. It gets the knots out of your muscle. You gotta improve your tissue quality. You gotta take care of your muscle tissue, or it comes back and bites you in the ass. So this is just a great way. It's called a poor man's massage to take care of your the quality of your muscle tissue. Medicine balls. We like using these to develop explosive power. We'll throw them in the push pattern, twist pattern against the Mason wall here. I love this Mason wall. We got a treadmill here with a set of different inclines to use. Swiss balls, multi-purpose. Love the Aerodyne bike. Great for if you think you're in shape, try Tabatas on here. They'll beat your ass down. It's great. Arms and leg. It's just we like using different intervals on there. Again, so you can see these different tools that we have in here, and they're used appropriately. I look at the person's training age, the preparedness level, and that determines where these are used in their training. And again, we use the Westside system, but I watch the volume, I monitor the intensity. Again, with these tools, we're not trying to break world records here, but we're getting strong. That's what makes us better, because it takes away injuries, and it raises the ceiling for skill attainment. And it also builds a foundation to develop special strengths, which we develop here in this room. And that's where a lot of fighters lack. They're just weak. And that's what this room is here for. It gives what you don't get out of here, which I'll show you in a second, we develop in here. But this is where the art of real-world coaching comes in. GPP cannot conflict with skill. So I learned through trial and error, and I have a lot of experience to where I watch the volume and intensity, where I plan these exercises so it doesn't conflict with skill training in here. Skill pays the bills. So you gotta be careful in the volume planning of the exercise where you plan them in the training. Trophies, awards, fighters won, national title, national champion, ringside world tournament champion. My book, proud of this, strength and conditioning book, boxing blueprints, we selling worldwide. Jared Bull, I trained him from the Columbus Blue Jackets, getting ready to train another Blue Jacket player. Look at that guy, blonde hair. Michael Spinks, the road from the 76, when he won the 1976 Olympic gold medal. Very cool. My lovely neighbor, whose father's an Olympic Boxing Hall of Fame, our Olympic Hall of Fame. We're good friends with Spinks. He gave that to me. What an honor, privilege. Food for thought board. Put tips on here. I'm a holistic coach. I use a holistic process in training people, general students, or general fitness students in here, and fighters. We cover everything: lifestyle, strength, skill, everything. Gymnast rings. These are great. Push pattern, vertical pull. We love using these for inverted rows, core work. Maze balls. We could use those for a max effort lift. So just different training tools we use, different goals. Maze balls. YouTube Mike Tyson maze ball. Watch him do this. Crazy. These are great for head movement. Cage. We do body weight drills in here. Stretching, mobility, body weight conditioning in here. We love the punch shield. We use those in partner drills. So this is our jumping rope area. I designed this gym off of two of my favorite gyms, an old flower shop in Defiance, Ohio. I liked how it was set up, different bags in there, just the feel, all these posters. They had all these posters on the wall. It was just a great gym, and I love looking at the posters and the different bags they had in there. It was just this way it smelled. It was just a great gym. In Syracuse, New York, North Area Athletic Club, Ray had, his gym smothered with fight posters. You learn a lot about old-time great fighters. I never heard of Charlie Burley until I went there. He's a genius. I never would have, you learn a lot just by watching him, and you just learn about fighters that are forgotten, and they live in gyms like these. You learn a lot from them. And again, Ray's gym was set up like this. I set mine up like Ray's. I had all kinds of bags and just the unique setup. So I think it's very important, the fight posters, they add character to the gym, but it adds a lot of history. You learn a lot from these great fighters. James Toney, who's one of my favorite fighters, great fighter. Michael Carbajal, flyweight champion of the early 90s. He and Chiquito Gonzalez had a great trilogy. Pernell Whitaker, Benny Briscoe was a great Philadelphia contender. These double M bags, if I had one bag in the gym, it'd be the double M bag. Great for hand-eye coordination, defense, offense. That is a Mexican style. You can work body-head combos on there. You can see the different diameters I have in these bags, different tensions. It's very important. Just like different fighters have different heights in the ring, different rhythms. I have these bags with different tensions and different diameters and different heights, just to keep the students and fighters progressing. That one needs to be pumped up. It's my favorite bag. It's got a lot of tension on there. But these keep the fighters sharp. Different sized heavy bags. Some are lighter than the others. You can watch YouTube Mike Tyson working a heavy bag. He moves around the bag. I don't teach my fighters just to stand in front of the bag. That's how a heavy bag should look. Used and abused like that. Lets you know it's been worked. That is a precision ball. It's very good. You have to have great hand-eye coordination to hit that. It keeps you so sharp. I love that one. Of course, jump ropes there. But these bags, you move with them. You move your feet with them. You cut angles on them. You pivot with them. That's how you should work a heavy bag. It is a stand-up heavy bag. It's good for beginners. Some power punching heavy bags. It's very heavy. It's like over 200 pounds. You gotta be strong. The bags should not sway. They're swaying. It means you're pushing your punches. But still, if you're moving that bag a little bit when you hit it, it lets you know you're increasing your punching strength and power. You can see the different bags on there. Again, look at that heavy bag. Lets you know it's been used. Double M bags. We just have a nice open setup here. Again, I'll talk about some of these old-time fighters on the wall. Look at Rocky Graziano. It's one of them. I like this. He doesn't know where the hell he's at. He's getting up. Great fight picture. True grit. He and Tony Zale had a gruesome, raw three-fight trilogy. Where he talks about Gaddy Ward. YouTube that one. Graziano Zale. Donald Curry, phenomenal technician in the late 80s. Great fighter. Tommy the Motor City Cobra. All these great fighters on the wall. Terry Norris, one of my favorite fighters of the 90s. So this is a monster ring. These are great rings, very sturdy. It's a 20 by 20, so big enough to box, but doesn't create runners. Good fights. Love this ring. It's easy to take apart and put together. Pin action. Glad I bought it. Different size speed bags, as you can see. Peanut bag. It's a fast bag. You gotta have good hand-eye coordination to hit that. That's a bigger diameter bag. We set our beginners up on there, and that is adjustable height. Good for the kids. Again, you can see all these different fight posters. Rocky Graziano, dynamite in that right hand. He wasn't very skilled, but he could knock you out. Tony Zale, the man of steel, great middleweight champion. All these different fighters. Just looking at these pictures will motivate you. Look at these. This is what being a fighter is. You know, look what they went through to win. Just look at their faces. I love that one too. Carmen Basilio, Sugar Ray Robinson fighting. Mirrors for shadow boxing. Use this one for foot drills. Mirror work is very important. Grooves technique. Possible to have bad technique, which you look once you know what to look for. These, we put our feet in here. Great for pivoting, cutting angles, teaching how to cut angles. Weight vest. We use this for max effort training, or we use this for conditioning. We pull in the sled, put the ankle weights on. And we use those ankle weights too, put them around our wrists, keep our hands up when dragging the sled. Different size sledgehammers. We do sledgehammer strikes on the tire. You gotta be careful with this tire. Person's preparedness levels and strength levels gotta be proper enough to use this. I really don't like using it with fighters because I don't want to tweak their backs. This is where we run. We use the push-pull sled out here in Prowlers. It's a nice open area. The neighbors are very cool. We actually have people come out here at night when we're sparring in here, watch us spar, and watch us train out here. So we're developing quite an audience out here. It's pretty cool. The sled, it's a very economical piece of equipment. I love it. I don't know why those in the strength and conditioning community know the importance of it. Those in boxing, if I had one piece of strength and conditioning equipment in here, it'd be this. It's so versatile. We use it for strength, strength, power, training, even obviously conditioning, and we use it for recovery. Push-pull sled. Let me say one more thing about this. I don't know why. I don't know. This boggles my mind why boxing gyms don't have that piece training equipment in their gym. This is not a Prowler, it's a push-pull sled. Phenomenal for conditioning. Use this in different intervals. Specialty bags, uppercut bag. You gotta be careful on how do you hit this. You don't hurt the wrist. I love this bag right here. It's a body snatcher bag. I'm gonna buy another one, probably 3 of them. Take some of these heavy bags down because I like it better than a heavy bag because this angle of the punch. Hooks and uppercuts. So it's great for teaching infighting, and it's just more versatile than the heavy bag, which is just great for general conditioning and teaching the 1, 2, 3s. But you can't. It's hard to throw uppercuts on there. You hurt your wrist sometimes, but on here it's great. Protects your hands more. And I like the oval shape of it, different angles of the punches. Again, different heavy bags. I'm gonna talk about some more of these fighters on the wall. Nicolino Lachey, they called him the untouchable. YouTube him, you'll see why. 6 speed and defense, amazing. The untouchable, YouTube him. Bob Foster, Willie Pep, Will o' the Wisp. This guy was a phenomenal champion. Homicide Henry Armstrong. When there was 8 divisions, he held 3 simultaneously. That is a great fighter. Would have held 4, he got screwed out of a draw at middleweight. Very good fighter. Harry Greb, one of my favorite fighters ever. The only one to beat Gene Tunney, pound for pound. Some historians call him pound for pound the best. Whipped Jack Dempsey's ass in sparring. He wouldn't even fight him in a real fight when it was proposed. He was a great fighter. All these fighters, different fight posters, motivating. Gloves. All these fighters over here. Ike Williams, phenomenal lightweight champion. People that never heard of him, it's crazy. YouTube him. Watch that genius in the ring. Stanley Ketchel, hard power puncher. Luis Rodriguez, Carlos Mazone, Jack Johnson, Charlie Burley. He was so good, Ray Robinson would even fight him. He was a genius. YouTube him, you'll see. Jose Naples, Salvador Sanchez. Look at all these guys. Mike McCallum. Tony Ganzuri, he was a multi-division champion too. There's a lot of, these guys give your fighters great film study. Keeps them learning. Like Ghetto Wizard, Benny Leonard. One of the best lightweights ever, arguably the best. He and the young Duran, who ironically were trained by Ray Arcel, genius trainer. All these pictures, true grit. I love this one. Look at Rocky Graziano on that right hand. Look at his face, getting beat. He comes back and knocks, I guess, Tony Gennaro out. Look at Donald Curry, genius, phenomenal technician in his prime he was. So this is our gym. This is the setup we have. People like the atmosphere. They like the look and feel. It's motivating. We have the mindset. We train to do great things in here. We expect to do great things, and we will do great things. This is the mindset I want people to come in with when they come to our gym. This explains our training. That mindset. And you walk in here. They come correct. They're willing to work hard. Anything's possible. Boxing's a beautiful sport. I hope you like this video. I hope you like the gym tour. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Thank you for watching. You all are more than welcome to come train here anytime.